Hello everyone, Frost here. Welcome back to a new classic vanilla WoW video. In our previous installment we discussed 3 secret vanilla quests. Contrary to my expectations, the video received very good feedback, doing twice as better in the first 48 hours compared to the other videos. This led me to believe you guys really enjoy this type of content, hence today the topic is going to be similar, covering some of the weirdest and unique vanilla quest items. So without further ado, let's explore. A bottle of zombie juice. This quest item comes from a long 15-step quest chain that begins at level 20 in Darkshire from Elaine Kervin, who asks you to check on the old man in the shack overlooking Ravenhill Cemetery, where Abercrombie the Hermit resides. Abercrombie was a kindly alchemist and a citizen of Ravenhill. He was driven mad by the death of his wife Eliza. To restore her, he used dark magic to place his own heart within the bosom of his dead spouse. This revived Eliza, but it cursed her with the hunger for human flesh, forcing the embalmer to keep her buried. The first reference of Abercrombie can be found in 1940 when a jazz pianist called Fats Waller wrote a song named Abercrombie Had a Zombie. The song can be heard on the disc Fats Waller, 1940-1941. Now, zombies are many things, and I suppose from a certain perspective, Jussie is one of them. Abercrombie asks you to retrieve this item for him to keep him warm on these cold, dark nights. Again, it's better not to question. He sends you on many adventures in the zone. It has you running up and down Duskwood to talk with other townspeople and collect ingredients for him, as he is too old and frail, and the path is too dangerous. And of course, the night is dark and full of terrors. With each quest completed, it digs deeper into his secret. 1,000 thanks, Frostadamus. You warm an old man's heart with your foolish... with your kindness. And an unsuspecting adventurer to find out at the very end of his gruesome creation, the abomination Stitches. This is a very fun quest chain and nets a large amount of experience and a small event of Stitches invading the town with a small army of the Night's Watch ready to fight back. Stitches drops no interesting loot, but the reward plus the experience make it worthwhile to complete. On top of this, most of the chain can be done in conjunction with other quests in the area. In the end, I think the name of the character along with the name of the abomination he creates is a direct reference to the American brand Abercrombie & Fitch. I guess early on Blizzard got inspiration from a sweaty t-shirt lying around on a chair in the developing headquarters. Timolane's Phylactery. This item was a drop from the large vile slime in the Weeping Cave of Western Plaguelands, until patch 1.7 when it was removed from the game. A white item with no discernible use, or was it? The one to whom this item belonged was Mage Timolane, who lived in Heartglen and wanted to fight the Scourge. His fellow Crusaders commissioned him to forge weapons in the war against the undead. It was spread that he was killed because they supposedly feared the arcane, and either while he was working on or after he had created a powerful weapon. In truth, Timolane had turned to necromancy and created a dark crystal, the counterpart of the holy artifact that fuels the Ashbringer. Before he could put it into a blade, Isilian the Great Inquisitor fed Timolane to a vile slime. During his long and excruciating demise within the slime, Timolane used his necromantic powers to bind himself to a phylactery and threw the crystal in the river right next to the Weeping Cave. Since vanilla, it was speculated that Timolane was in fact the unnamed Scarlet Crusade mage, as 2 NPCs at the Bulwark have made references to a nameless mage within the Scarlet Crusade. Alexia Ironknife and Bardo Sharpeye both confirming the previous story. The common belief in the community was that the phylactery was a part to be used in order to obtain the long-lost legendary blade Ashbringer. In a lengthy discussion on the World of Warcraft forums, players arrived at the premature yet popular conclusion that he must be the mage referred by Bardo Sharpeye and Alexia Ironknife, as well as being the crafter of the Ashbringer. This last part would later be proven false when it was revealed that Magni Bronzebeard forged the blade. This left vanilla players with a bittersweet taste and an unfinished story. Demon Kissed Sack. This item is a reward from the quest The Demon Forge, a profession quest apparently available only for the blacksmiths. Dirty jokes aside, exactly which demons are amenable to sack kissing and why would you want them to do so? Lorax, the level 61 demon who is located at the bottom of Frostwhisper Gorge, sends you to slay and steal the soul of Gorolok Anvilcrack in the upper Blackrock Spire. Lorax makes deals, he does not accept them from insignificant mortals. A deal I shall make with you, however, take this spike, it is imbued with powerful fell energies. When you find Gorolok Anvilcrack, slay him and drive this spike through his dying heart. His soul he battered, his soul I shall have. Return the pike and return the breastplate that the thief stole, and I shall teach you what it is that he was to learn. You'd better be up for the task, as his personal quote is, "Test not my patience, mortal." Completing the quest earned you both the sack and the blacksmithing plans to make the Demon Forge breastplate. The sack contained the possibility of obtaining 0, 1 or 2 uncommon quality items. These items were Commander's Shoulders and Commander's Vambraces, both with random stats upon looting. Apparently they were brought into being by magical demon saliva. Cat Figurine. For this we have to travel to the northern parts of Darkshore, to a place called Ruins of Matistra. A pretty place, but that's not why we are here, is it? We're here to click on the cat statues scattered across the ruins, while hopefully avoiding the Naga that patrol here. The cat figurines look like little mini strip night elf racial mounts. Upon looting this statue, there's a high chance you'll get a Grey Vendor Trash Cat figurine. But that's not all. Each time you loot, there's a chance a Ghost Saber will spawn. They are beasts that can be tamed by hunters. Quite unique pets. Part of the cat family, fairly rare because they have only one zone in-game to spawn. This zone is also probably one of the least popular 10 to 20 leveling zone. For all you non-hunters out there, if you really want to get one of these pets, there is a way. Get to the ruins same as above, but this time when a Ghost Saber spawns, just kill it. Sometimes a glowing cat figurine drops, allowing you to summon one of these guys to aid you in your fighting for 10 minutes. These are tough to get and only have one charge, but for some, it's well worth it. Hallow's End Pumpkin Treat. This item is seasonal and it only becomes available during the Hallow's End holidays between 18th of October and 1st of November each year. A variety of quests will have this item as a reward in stacks of 15 to 30, both for Alliance and Horde. The 4 possible forms when you eat this also have effects other than appearance. Great Pumpkin can proc a chill, slowing effect and makes you feel larger and oranger. The fun part about this spell is that the effect can stack with other enlarging things like Winterfall Firewater and Elixir of Giant Growth, making some races like Torrents unable to pass through doors and dungeon entrances. A really nice spell if you feel like getting some attention. Skeletal Giant, you look a bit thin, grants underwater breathing and turns you into a skeletal giant just like the ones from Schoolomance. Pretty neat. Ghost grants levitation, slowfall and water walking, just like Jesus. Unfortunately, this costume cannot engage in combat, but it does have some other uses, such as fishing in hard to reach areas, jumping from mountains, or just levitate in your raid to show off greatness. Pirate, yarr! Riding a mount is not allowed with this costume. Other than the cool skin that comes as a default with this spell, it also grants you 50% swim speed for 20 minutes. It can get very useful when you do the BRD lava jump run, but to be honest, I think our previous water walking spell might be better. If you receive the Great Pumpkin effect while another spell is active, you will receive both benefits and looks at the same time. Unfortunately, the pumpkins will last only for 14 days while the Hallow End holiday is active on your calendar. Nevertheless, this is a weird and unique quest reward worth mentioning. Dark Iron Fanny Pack. A strange request from a strange man. Aurelius is a level 55 quest giver located at Morgan's Vigil in the contested territory of Burning Steppes. Sadly, he appears to be insane due to some sort of war shock or trauma, and he seems to have an imaginary pirate friend named Captain Winky. In his own words, Captain Winky tells me that the Dark Irons in the depths got all the good stuff. Ain't that right, Winky? Matey, it be right. See what I'm saying? You need to get there and bring me back some samples of the good stuff. Get in there and shake your moneymaker. So, Aurelius sent you into the Blackrock Depths to murder dwarves for their fanny packs. These were the objective of the obsolete Burning Steppes quest called the Good Stuff. Exactly what the good stuff is was never explained, but fanny packs were apparently the main mode of storing it. Your reward for completing the quest was a dinghy fanny pack, which dropped a random uncommon item, level 50 plus. I'm pretty sure a demon kissed this one too. A sack of Murloc heads. As Azeroth's mightiest heroes, sometimes it feels like half of our job is obtaining and transporting body parts. Ears, eyes, scalps, tongues, teeth, hooves, horns, hands, hearts, claws, spines, scales, sacks, glands, livers, gizzards, wings. It's all part of this adventuring business we choose to take up. But there is something uniquely appealing about a straight-up sack of Murloc heads. They were generated by the Hillsbred quest Farron's Proof, after you remove and bring 10 heads to Farron. Perhaps regretting his request, even Farron didn't want to touch it. You know, Frostadamus, I'd really rather not take these heads. Since you've already got a handle on them, would you mind delivering them to Red Path for me? A runner-up for one of the most disturbing quest items ever, though, is the remains of Colan's family. In the end, I guess there's some sort of satisfaction getting revenge on the Murlocs. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. As you might notice, YouTube does not recommend or send notification for all the videos on a channel you're subscribed to. So, in the odd event where I make a video about news or something that does not fit your habits, you might not get notified. To remedy this, you can click on the bell button right next to the subscribe one. Until next time, stay frosty.